Hey, what's up? I wanted to talk a little bit about public safety face mask. Whoever said that we shouldn't be wearing face masks ought to be took out and shot. I kept watching them videos of all them first responders in them hospitals wearing masks, and I thought, if you're wearing a mask, why shouldn't I wear a mask? I ordered some off Amazon back in January. I didn't get them. I was able to pick up a few. I didn't hoard. The thought came to mind. The reason I didn't hoard is because I felt first responders should have that stuff first. This is my 16th day on this stretch of being locked up at home. 15 days last time. I got to go out for food and medicine. Anyway, to the point. My mom and sisters used to be fanatics about nylon stockings, and you did not want to get a runner in your stockings. That was a bad thing, and they'd have to run out and buy another pair. They was cheap back then. They do still offer them, but I can't see why a person, I don't have any here. I would make a video with putting it on my face, but I can't see any reason why you couldn't cut about 6 inches of that nylon stocking off and cover your nose and mouth. Then you're left with the task of figuring out what type of filter to use. This gets to the topic of permeability. I do have 2 N95s that I've had for some time. I used one, I disinfected it. I'm waiting to use the other. But when I put that on, when I try to breathe through that N95 with my respiratory problems, it's hard for me to breathe through it. I have a few cheaper ones they gave me at the hospital last year when I left. They are less permeable. So the more permeable that filter material is, the more likely you are to have bacteria come through it. With that N95, I can just barely breathe with it. It's extremely non-permeable. So for me, rather than do nothing, I would put that nylon stocking over my head and put a paper towel in there. Double that paper towel, experiment, bed sheets, rags. What come to my mind was they make a material you can use to make furnace filters out of, but it is extremely permeable. You would want something more dense. So anyway, you get the idea. You could use 2 rubber bands as far as that goes. It's not rocket science. Eye protection. I've ordered a pair of safety goggles, which I will reuse. I ordered one. And I've got some for the bike and what have you, but that would seem to be a pretty good option for your eyes. Sunglasses, eyeglasses, anything. Do not touch your face in public. Don't pick your nose in public. That's what Mom used to say. Don't pick your nose anytime, but dadgum sure don't pick it in public. Don't touch your eyes. Don't do nothing. Obviously, you'd be better off to have rubber gloves. They're not available much. There is some out there. I was able to get a few before the rush hit. I also use just normal work gloves. When I come out of the house, I put them on, I go back in and take them off. That's just around here. I was able to get one bottle of hand disinfectant stuff down in Florida before it went nuts. But what I heard early on was that alcohol solution, 70%, would kill it. I got some of that. I've heard that peroxide. The bottom line is anything's better than nothing. So I took that alcohol and I poured it in a spray bottle. And I spray that on my hands. I do more than that. Any item that comes in my house, I disinfect it with that alcohol. Spray it on a paper towel and wipe it off. Let it set, let the mail set, let anything set for a while. What else? Okay, so I'm 19 years old. I don't have to worry about catching this virus. I'm not going to die from it. No, you're probably not going to die from it. You're going to take it home to your mom, dad, grandpa, grandma, and you're going to kill them. You need to keep your dumb ass at home. Period.